Okay, so something that we learned about for my geology class was about rocks. So I'm going to teach you guys a little bit about rocks today, and it's going to be fun because we're going to make some comparisons between rocks and something a lot more tasty than rocks. Yeah. So I'm going to ask you guys. Dusty might have seen the answer, so wait a second. But what are the different categories of rocks? And what I'm actually asking here is how many different categories of rocks are there? Jack, how many do you think?
I think there's a lot. I know.
A lot? Okay.
I'm just gonna say 5. I think there's 5.
That's a good guess. And I'm not talking about rock and roll. I'm talking about normal rocks. So here's your options, okay? Do you think it is 3 different types of rocks, 100 different types of rocks, 27 different types of rocks, or 1,000,000 different types
categories of type of rocks, like hard or soft, or like type,
how many different types of rocks?
Like crystal or stone? Different types.
There's 3 different categories they can be in to categorize rocks.
27. I'm going to say 3.
3? Lily?
3. You said
3!
You literally said there are 3.
Did I? Just now?
Yeah.
Oh, man. You guys tricked me. Okay, so the first...
all I saw was the rocks.
Now, the first kind of rock is an igneous rock. You guys say igneous?
Igneous rock.
Igneous rock. Okay, so this is when lava comes up out of the ground and it cools. So it's kind of like if melted chocolate came up out of the ground and cooled. It's kind of like when lava comes up out of the ground.
Igneous chocolate.
Yeah, igneous. So that's an igneous rock is kind of like when lava cools, okay?
Like the water hits lava.
These are all different, 9 different types of igneous rocks, the ways that it looks.
That black one's the molten. You can tell that, yep.
Yeah, so there's crystals in them.
That looks like something that looks like that.
From the superheat of the volcano, it creates the crystals.
That looks like the stuff that cheese dip.
Yeah, cheese ball.
It looks like the giant.
Okay, so what is this called again? What
Igneous.
Igneous. And it's kind of like melted chocolate. Okay, another type of rock. Who thinks they could say it?
Sedimentary.
Close.
Sedimentary.
There we go. Sedimentary. Sedimentary. Can you say that?
Sedimentary.
So yeah, sedimentary. So this is from when lots of different types of rocks get squeezed together underground, so you can see little pieces of lots of different types of rocks. So it's like if igneous rocks got broken up and then got mixed with some sedimentary rocks, then it would be a sedimentary rock. So I said an example. It's like a bunch of melted trail mix that all get squeezed together. So you can see the M&M or the peanut or
different chocolate melted together.
Yeah, or that. But then you might get close to our last rock if you have different types of chocolate melted together. So, but this is some different sedimentary rocks.
Clownfish rock.
And even right there, you can't really see the little dots in
It's
there.
like a little clay. It's like the clay stone.
Because they're really small. But there you can see all the different types of rocks pushed together.
The geode.
So if you were to try and identify this rock, you would just identify the types of rocks in it. So what is that called?
Sedimentary.
Sedimentary.
There we go, sedimentary. And our last type of rock, the third type of rock, is metamorphic
rock, but
minus the coal.
I call it metamorphical.
Well, you would be wrong then.
It's like making diamond out of charcoal.
Yeah, so look, from when you combine heat and pressure to make a new type of rock out of an old rock. So metamorphic is like when it's like really hot and gets pushed down underground.
Really hot chocolate.
Yeah, like really hot.
Push it when you make it into a chocolate ball.
Yeah, so it's kind of like when when sedimentary you can see all the different little pieces. Well, metamorphic is more like it all becomes one because of so much pressure. You know what pressure is? When it squeezes it real tight and gets really
It's
hot.
like going like this.
Yeah.
Crushing your ears.
Yeah. So my example is a Rice Krispie treats. So you know when you make Rice Krispie treats, it all melts and gets pushed together, all warm. That's kind of like what happens with the metamorphic rock. Now, those are some pictures of metamorphic rocks. Look pretty. I like them.
That one looks like a road.
That one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
There's
see
a
it
road
through
on
there. Okay, so I found on a website all the different kind of.
Technically, there's 4.
Yeah, there's a other category, but there's the most rocks can be put in the igneous category. And this is called the rock cycle. Okay, this is what connects all the different rocks. So we've got our igneous rocks there that then can be broken down and make sediment, which then can be turned into sedimentary rock, and heat and pressure pushing them together wasn't actually in the cycle, so I had to add it. That makes a metamorphic rock. Metamorphic rock could be melted to turn into lava, and then it erupts out the top.
That's probably the metamorphic rock was probably by the volcano, and it got smashed so much that it became into the metamorphic, and it
Became in lava.
and then it became lava after too much pressure or something. When it gets too hot, it'll boil.
Yeah, so we're going to draw out our own little version of this cycle, and then we'll do something a little bit more fun, okay?
But it makes sense to eat.
Yeah. So, I'm going to give you all paper, and don't push too hard on this table, because this is our fancy new table, and I didn't put out placemats for y'all.
Okay.
Yeah, see, you don't have to worry too much about it. But, okay, so first of all, if you're going to make your cycle, you would draw the volcano up at the top of the page, okay? So can you do the volcano at the very top of the page?
Do you have to write the words?
I can help you write some of the words. So, volcanic, or just do the pictures for now, and then we can write the words a little later. So do a little volcano at the top. And this is just going to be kind of like a quick sketch. We're not going to make a masterpiece right now.
I was going to make a masterpiece.
Yeah.
Make the volcano.
So you got the volcano at the top, and then I'll do an arrow going from the volcano to the left. An arrow going down. Yeah, and we'll draw. So then you do the igneous rock right there. No, wait, I'm getting backwards. No, yeah, you're right, Dusty, that's the magma.
Wait, no. Igneous rocks next. You three.
If you count down the next 5.
Which one? This one?
Mm-hmm.
That's magma.
Yeah, so that's technically not a type of rock.
It's
It's
like
more
lava.
of a liquid type.
Yeah,
thing.
it's liquid.
It's like
It's a liquid
burning.
that's very hot and will completely melt you into pieces.
Yeah. I still gotta draw my igneous rock.
You haven't done it yet?
No.
Why are you doing it?
Which is all kind of sharp. Well, see, look at the igneous rock. It's kind of like sharp pieces.
At
So we
5:30 we have to. At 5:20. At 5:15 things start.
5:15.
That started at 5:30.
Nope, 5:15.
Okay. So
That's when my dad.
we kind of know what. So I'm gonna ask you a couple questions real quick. Okay, so what does the igneous rock kind of look like? What did I use to describe the igneous rock?
Melted chocolate?
Yeah, kind of like melted chocolate in pieces. It might look kind of sharp. A sedimentary rock is like lots of. How would I describe the sedimentary rock? You guys see how sediment becomes a sedimentary rock? So sedimentary rock is like a lot of little pieces being pushed together. And then the metamorphic rock is more like the Rice Krispie treats, where they all get squeezed together real tight. Okay. So, Lily, you finished. Dusty, almost done. Jack, looks like you got one left.
Well, as you're finishing up, Jack, I will. We'll get the thing for the next part of our lesson. So, we're going to
Make kind of like our own versions of different types of rocks. Basically, we're making metamorphic rocks
The little pebbles.
because the metamorphic is the one where the heat and pressure makes it all kind of become one.
But
Okay?
we're doing this one, like doing this one, and then we're gonna put it in to do this one.
You want to open that?
So like we take our little pieces and make sedimentary rock, and then we're gonna add heat and pressure
In the
to
oven.
metamorph it.
Okay, so I'm going to toss out a couple, and don't eat these yet, okay? I'm going to toss out a couple of these, some of y'all, and you guys will open it and tell me what kind of rock it kind of looks like to you,
My
okay?
sister wouldn't call it eating. My sister would call it swallowing it whole.
Yeah? Okay.
That's what Faith would call it. She literally took the whole thing and swallowed it.
So which kind of rock might that look similar to you?
Black.
Black?
Like
Well,
this one.
which is,
And
starts with the I,
igneous rock.
igneous, yeah, igneous. So just pushed them together without, this smells good.
Yep.
If we just pushed them together without the heat and pressure, then
It looks like a chocolate rock.
it would look like sedimentary. Oh, it looks like a chocolate rock?
Mm-hmm.
Well, do you see any little pieces in it, like a sedimentary rock? Not really, it kind of looks like it's all the same, to me.
It looks
It also,
like
but it does have layers.
it looks like that.
Might be layers.
Like if you were to cut it in half.
Yeah, it might have layers in there. Okay, so
And what this is.
now we can put some of these sprinkles in some of them, because do you want to do that, Dusty, and put some of the sprinkles in some of them? Because it's going to be, that would be like pieces of sediment. So here are our rocks, and we are adding some pressure to make our metamorphic rocks. Whoa, look at that. You can see the pieces in there. Now, Dusty, I would suggest, okay.
Seems to be working good.
Works pretty well. Not too bad.
Because they're all melted together, so like it doesn't look like.
Yeah.
Wait, can I
Sedimentary.
eat these sprinkles, or are these the type that I don't know?
No, you can eat them if you don't. Do you have an allergy, like some?
Oh, well, oh no.
You can't, or you can?
No. Why?
Does it have red dye or something?
Yes.
Okay. Well, we'll give you. You can have some of the normal candy. We are pulling our rocks out of the fridge. And do you guys remember whose was whose? Dusty? There we go. Jack, you want to pull one out even though you can't eat it? Or maybe you can have a little bite
those
of
don't
one.
have sprinkles, I don't
There's
think.
some without sprinkles too.
Those ones don't have sprinkles. And this one doesn't. I made this one without sprinkles.
So these are the, starts with the M. You guys remember that big word?
Sedimentary.
Does a sedimentary start with an M?
Wait.
Me-
Metamorphosis.
Metamorphic.
Metamorphic. Metamorphical.
Okay, Dusty, come over here when you eat that, okay?
We're gonna be over. No,
No,
you.
hey, just
no,
come
you
over
go
here
over
when
here.
you eat it. It's okay. Put,
Here, you can lean over the table.
The camera.
Fine.
Tastes like a brownie. Tastes like a brownie.
Uh-oh.
Don't you think it kind of tastes like a brownie?
I don't know. That one's a little crispy. What do you think, Dusty?
so these are the metamorphic rocks from heat and pressure. Okay?
Try this one.
So we made them out of sedimentary and... Dusty, you're chowing down. Maybe we should leave a limit. Save some for home. I'll give you a bag to put them in, okay?
Mhm.